Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video here on my channel. So in today's video guys, since all the talk of Season 8 is clouding everybody's judgment of what's really going to be happening towards the end of Fortnite Season 7, I figured we talk about something that not too many people are talking about, being a final stage, not just Stage 4, Stage 5 of the Prisoner skin, and ultimately how we're going to be able to unlock it. So make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video today, because we're going to be discussing everything we've seen hinting towards a Stage 5 Prisoner skin, and if it comes, we're going to be discussing all the possible methods of which we'll be able to obtain it. Just before we hop into all the hints, information and teases pointing towards a Stage 5 Prisoner skin in Battle Royale, I'd just like to quickly say that if you guys are using my supporter creator code on your screen right now, if you tweet me proof that you're using it on Twitter, whether it's a picture or short video clip entering my code, I will retweet that tweet and shout you out, as this also is highly appreciated and helps me do bigger and better giveaways every single month. Speaking of giveaways, I'm currently running one now on the channel, a 5,000 free V-Buck giveaway, and here's how you guys can have a chance to win. All you simply need to do to enter is leave a like on today's video, subscribe to my YouTube channel with post notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload when I upload whatever I upload, follow my Twitter linked in the video description down below, and upon doing that simply notify me that you've completed all the above steps on today's video, whether you state them one by one in a list-like format, or just simply state that you've completed all the above steps and that you'd love to win 5,000 V-Bucks. Either entry comment format that I've mentioned will qualify. Good luck to everybody who'd like to enter, and now let's get into talking about the information regarding and hinting at a Stage 5 Prisoner skin coming towards the end of Fortnite Season 7 or even in the start of Fortnite Season 8. So the first thing to note is how unique this skin is and how that makes possibilities kind of endless in terms of this skin, in terms of its upgradable stages. For example, this is the first time we've ever seen a skin upgradable in this manner, let alone the skin for completing the challenges within each season that has large ties to the storyline, obviously in this case being the Prisoner skin. Despite us having 4 known upgradable stages that are presented to us upon unlocking the Prisoner skin, there are still shackles to be unlocked on this character that don't include the back bling. The reason I mention shackles or restraints on this character is because he was a prisoner and obviously shackled and restrained below Polar Peak in his frozen prison, despite obviously the obvious being just frozen. So with this being said, every upgradable stage we've been unveiled to more aesthetics underneath and underlying below these shackles and restraints, as we've been able to unlock through collecting keys these shackles and restraints on the character. So upon Stage 4 being reached, you'd think all the shackles and restraints, despite the back bling obviously being a novelty cosmetic, would be unlocked or just not on the character anymore, and he'd ultimately be free. Well, this clearly isn't the case. If we look at the Stage 4 Max Prisoner skin that we know of right now, you can clearly see the biggest shackle or restraint is around the waist region of this character. Now, I'm no genius, but I don't think a Fire King, like somebody who's already like absolutely boiling hot with magma pouring out of the cracks in his body, needs clothing nor a belt-like structure to keep these, you know, rags that he's ultimately wearing right now up on his waist from dropping down. And we can even see that he doesn't need a belt anyway, because he's kind of like just tied together the rags and restraints around his body to ultimately just keep it above his waist. Despite this not just being the case for me believing that the Stage 4 Prisoner skin isn't the max version of the Prisoner skin, he isn't obviously pouring magma out of every crack in his body. The reason for this being maybe because of the fact that he still has a restraint around his waist, and that's preventing the cracks opening in the rest of his body and obviously entailing the magma or fire pouring through the cracks. Another reason that I briefly want to touch upon for a Stage 5 Prisoner skin being within Battle Royale is because Fortnite always try and, you know, strays away from the truth, what's actually going to be happening and going down in Fortnite, and just leaving us to speculate with as little leaks as possible surfacing regarding what's going to be truly happening. For example, everybody thought because of all the teasers in the game right now and even in the Season 7 Battle Pass that we would be seeing an underwater or flooded theme for Season 8. However, the first official teaser posted by Fortnite themselves on their official Twitter yesterday revealed that Season 8 is indeed going to be based around pirates. With that context in mind, applying it to the Prisoner skin, what have Fortnite tweeted out? Well, they've tweeted out all the forms and stages of the Prisoner skin, all up until 4 that we know of right now, that are able to be unlocked, and a reminder to do so before the end of Season 7, which doesn't really make sense if they didn't need this skin for anything going into Season 8. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, maybe it's just a reminder that we won't be able to unlock these stages within the map anymore upon Season 8's launch, or maybe there's something more to it. I honestly believe personally that there's more to it, and we'll need to have this Stage 4 Prisoner skin unlocked for when the time comes, maybe towards the end more of Season 7 in the final day, or the start start of Season 8 to unlock the Stage 5 Prisoner skin. The reason for this being is because Season 7 is predominantly based around the rivalry of the Fire King, the Prisoner skin, and the Ice King having, end spectrum realms of the map being the bottom left and the top right. The bottom left belonging to the Ice King, ultimately where he started his kingdom from flooding the map in the Ice Storm event, and then the Prisoner skin undoing these events when he escaped during week 9, where he pushed all of this ice and snow back from the Ice Storm event occurring back to where it originated from in the bottom left hand side of the map. This storyline, however, despite being the ultimate form of Season 7 and the basis of which it's headed for Season 8, has only been hinted or told subtly in the Season 7 loading screens. Speaking of loading screens, the final one we've seen ultimately being a part of the Overtime Challenges set is the form of the Stage 4 Prisoner skin being achieved, which doesn't really conclude anything, if not just really leaves us on a cliffhanger for what he's going to do with this Stage 4 form and power. With that being said, and with us knowing that more shackles and restraints are freed from the Prisoner skin in every stage upgrade that he achieves, is there a key location secretly located in the map right now to achieve a final form, Stage 5 of the Prisoner skin, looking something like this with all the magma and lava pouring out from the cracks in his body? Or is this simply the final form that we'll ever see of the Prisoner skin being Stage 4? Well, honestly, I don't believe the Stage 5 version of the Prisoner skin will be achievable right now. However, I do believe towards the end of Season 7 or upon its end, you will need to have the Stage 4 Prisoner skin in order to unlock the Stage 5 version at the beginning of Season 8. The reason for this being is because this is the biggest storyline portrayal we've seen thus far in Fortnite, with this weekly unlockable skin for completing certain weekly challenges or weekly challenge sets is actually having a conflicted rivalry in the map with the Ice King. Like I previously mentioned, their two realms are on opposite end spectrums of the map, being the left hand corner and the top right corner. So in the Season 8 trailer or an event leading into Season 8, literally in the day before the end of Season 7, will there be a final battle in the middle of the map, obviously because that is the center point of these two realms meeting in the map. And of course, if you guys are wondering why the top right hand corner is the realm of the Prisoner skin or the Fire King, it's because of the fact he started these earthquakes upon his escape in week 8 when he originally freed from his frozen prison and restraints, and then he made his way obviously to this corner of the map shown in the week 10 loading screen to sit at the campfire, and since then Wailing Woods has been deteriorating away and these earthquake cracks are only appearing in this vicinity of the map. Speaking of Wailing Woods, well, the Stage 4 max version that we know of right now of the Prisoner skin is achievable by landing with Stage 3 just on the outskirts of Wailing Woods at this kind of ceremonial area. Despite those two things that I just mentioned being large implications that an event is going to be going down with Wailing Woods, whether it's before Season 7 or in the Season 8 trailer shown, there's also another hint that furthermore enforces so much more that something is going to be happening to do with Wailing Woods towards the end of the season or the start of Season 8. This teaser is basically just the location set in Donald Mustard's bio, who's a director for Fortnite, and every season he teases what's going to be going down in the storyline by changing his location to the iceberg, for example at the end of Season 6, and upon the Prisoner skin's escape before it, he changed his location to the dungeon, the location of which the Prisoner skin was originally imprisoned. So having his location set to Wailing Woods is not only a large kind of confirmation that he's talking about Fortnite here, because Wailing Woods is a known location in Fortnite, but also the fact that something's definitely going to be going down in the Season 8 trailer or beforehand at Wailing Woods. Whether it's a giant earthquake that occurs, ultimately shifting and separating different POIs and named locations on the map, obviously shaking off the final shackle restraint on the Prisoner skin's waist, well, I mean, we're yet to know. Either way, I'd love to know your theories in the comment section down below, as I presented all of mine in this video and backed them up with context to imply that there's going to be a Stage 5 Prisoner skin unlockable within the game, or maybe just rewarded to us at the start of Season 8 for having or owning or unlocking the Stage 4 Prisoner skin. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, or at least found it interesting to consider. If you did, make sure you're leaving a like on today's video down below, and make sure in the item shop before Season 8 starts that you're using my supporter creator tag on your screen right now. Like I said at the start of the video, if you tweet me proof on my Twitter linked in the video description down below that you're using my code, whether it's a picture or short video clip typing it in, I'll retweet it, shout you out and thank you personally to show all of my appreciation. Also, make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're new so you never miss out on any new Season 8 updates regarding Fortnite and anything new coming to the game in all honesty. And with that being said, hopefully I can see you guys in those future videos I post, and I'm out. Thank you all for watching and the support on the channel again as of recently. Overall, it's been insane. We've been growing so fast. We recently just hit 100,000 subscribers, and now we're literally on 120,000. So thank you all so much for that from the bottom of my heart. It means the world. with that being said, obviously I'm going to end off today's video now, and peace.